Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing today? Well, get your coffee. You're going to need it. Okay? So this variant has now been detected in all 50 states and Washington, D.C. Okay? And that is according to MSN. Now I know you're going to say, really, Autumn? Yeah, I know. But listen, hear me out. Okay? With the more transmissible variant spreading, this puts even more pressure on local and state officials to jab more people. Okay. Okay. You're going to see me do that so I don't have to say certain words. Right on? Okay. Now, Tony Baloney, okay, I'm not going to say his real name. You know who Tony Baloney is. He said on Tuesday he's very concerned, okay, about the stark disparity between places with low and high rates. This unfortunately could lead to there being two Americas. Excuse me? Two Americas. Tony Baloney. Do we have to have a meeting? Do I have to sit you down and give it to you like it is? It's like I have to speak to you as if you're my child. So he said there's going to soon be two Americas, where one where most people are and the other where low rates could lead to case spikes. No. Shame, know your name. When you have such a low level of superimposed upon a variant that has a high degree of efficiency of spread, what you are going to see among under regions, be that states, cities, or counties, you're going to see these individual types of blips, he says. It's a blip now. It's almost like it's going to be two Americas. He really needs to stop putting this type of stuff out. Tony Baloney. And to think you're an Italian, you're a shame to the Italian culture. Okay. Young people ages 18 to 24 are still a group that officials are trying to get. Okay, well, my son is in that age group, and you're not going to get to him. So the proportion of young people hospitalized is increasing, according to Dr. Rochelle Walensky, and that's Walensky, CDC and Prevention Director. Since May, the month of May, okay, people ages 12 to 29 have accounted for about a third of hospitalizations. Oh, that's not good. A greater proportion than in the past, Walensky said. Now, CDC data shows, however, that coverage among young adults is improving. Over the past 2 weeks, the 18 to 24 age group made up about 12.6% of those becoming fully, but the spikes of the cases are entirely avoidable, entirely preventable with, and Tony Baloney said that. Well, you know why I call him Tony Baloney, right? Because he's full of baloney. Anyway, And he heads the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Well, Tony Baloney, I'm allergic to you. Okay, so maybe give me a Benadryl. All right. So Tony Baloney's remarks come as the new variant, Delta Airways, which is more contagious and aggressive, has reached nearly every state and accounted for 26.1% of the cases as of Tuesday. Yeah. And I'm concerned about the Delta Airways variant, said U.S. Journal Surgeon General Dr. Vivek, and that's Vivek Murthy, and that's Murthy. That's what I'm guessing. Vivek, that's a woman. Okay, that's what she said on Wednesday. And I'm worried that what we are seeing in terms of plateauing of cases nationally, but also an increase in cases in many small sections of the United States, that is in fact being driven by the United Airways variant. Yeah. There are still a lot of virus circulating in the U.S., and close to 300 people, just far too many, are still passing daily from the virus, Murthy said, citing data from recent weeks. This is not over, and the virus wins when we let our guard down, when we take our eye off the ball, he said. We've seen many times that it has fooled us in the past, and we've got to stay vigilant. So we got to get, and we've got to talk to people about getting, yeah, it's falling on deaf ears. What? I can't hear you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what's happening with me, Here, my subscriber MJ, yeah. Hear no evil, speak no evil. That's what they always say. Yeah, I love you, MJ. So, indeed, the rise and speak of more transmissible variants are changing the equation for achieving herd immunity. Yeah, the point at which enough people are protected against a virus to suppress its spread. That's what a coronavirus specialist said on Tuesday. And every time a virus gets better at transmitting, the number of people that have to be, to reach a herd immunity increases. And the one who said that was Andrew Pecos, and that's Pekosz, and he's a professor of immunology at Johns Hopkins. And certainly we are not out of the woods yet, because we haven't had a V rate, that rate where we get those herd immunity effects. Places with low rates are especially vulnerable to the Delta Airways variant. And in Mississippi, where just 29.7% of the population is fully, now the people have accounted for more than 90% of the Rona cases and deaths in the past month. And Dr. Thomas Dobbs, Dobbs, said that he's the state health officer for the Mississippi Department of Public Health. And Mississippi joins Alabama, Arkansas, Wyoming, and Louisiana in having less than 35% of residents fully. Okay. Now, mask guidance stays the same in most places. Even as the new variant spreads, most mask guidance and policies don't appear poised to change. For now, the CDC recommendations stand that if in fact you are protected and you don't need to wear a mask outdoors or indoors. That's what Tony Baloney said. Well, we all know, you know, we all know. So policies around masks, like on planes and public transportation, aren't expected to change soon. And people can take their masks off and go celebrate July 4th and feel safe in doing so and see each other smile again. There you go. And then we're really going to have to continue the hard work that we are doing to get people vaccinated. And for those who are not, to continue to protect them with mask wearing and distancing because of this new variant. And children under the age of 12 who aren't yet eligible for the new, should continue to wear masks indoors. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I'm not going to make my niece and my nephew, who are 7 and 11, wear masks indoor. Okay. Well, first of all, down here in Florida, DeSantis would tell you to, go pound sand. But anyway, so they want this done until the new variant is under control in the U.S. for children under the age of 12, hi Stormy, to wear masks indoors. And local differences in where the variant has spread means parents need to fully understand the risk in their area. So in your area, what's going on? Are you following the guidelines? I'm not trying to be a wise ass here. I'm serious. You know what I mean? Like with our governor here, he said, you can't jail a Floridian. You can't fine a Floridian. He threw all of that out. So, what's going on in your area? You know what I mean? So a lot of it has to do with where you are, right? And if you're in the Northeast where transmission is really low, then your kids are a lot safer than in parts of South Central US right now, where the epidemic is really taking off. That 1-2 punch of the new variant and low rates. Regardless of age or status, the status, Los Angeles County has brought back its voluntary guidance to wear masks until health officials can better understand how and to who the new variant is spreading. Ooh, we're having a bad storm here. And while nearly all of the staff at Johns Hopkins Public Health School in Baltimore are against Rona, they are still wearing masks to work. We still have a masking policy here, particularly in group situations. This pandemic isn't over yet. Los Angeles County appears to be the only county so far to recommend wearing masks in response to the spread of the new variant. The National Association of County and City Health Officials said on Tuesday. But health officials are continuing to monitor the spread of the variant in the U.S. Nationally, the number of people practicing safety measures, such as social distancing and masking, continues to decrease, even as 84% of Americans have heard of the new variant. A poll published on Tuesday showed. And the poll conducted Friday through Monday comprised of a nationally representative sample of 1,106 adults. Well, that's not a lot of people to take a poll with at all. Meantime, most adults who plan to get the have already done so, another poll shows. Yeah, but how many people are they polling? If they're polling just 1,000 people, that's not very accurate, in my opinion. So, a Kaiser Family Foundation report released on Wednesday shows 65% of adults polled have received at least one dose of the, you know, up to 62% in May. Only 3% of those who haven't been said they plan to do so as soon as they can. About 14% said they definitely will not get it. Yeah, no. In the long term, the cost of the pandemic is not just lives lost, but also mental health and well-being of people across the country. Yeah, I agree with that. Because a lot of people got cabin fever, and I believe that that's why crime has risen. I could be wrong, but like Jason over at the Angry Prepper, okay, he's been keeping a very watchful eye on crime statistics when it comes to certain like large cities and stuff like that. And the crime here in Tampa has grown exponentially. Um, and it wasn't just due to the rioting and the looting and stuff like that. People are actually getting like shot all the time. It's sad, really. It really, truly is sad. So if you get a chance, go check out his channel if you don't already, if you're not already subscribed to Jason over at the Angry Prepper. And he also has that his other channel, The Angry Truth. He's really good. He really keeps up on this crime statistics, and he knows what he's talking about. He really does. But I believe, and this is just my opinion, that it's because of people were cooped for so long and they literally got cabin fever. I think that's why the crime rates have skyrocketed. And also because people are out of jobs. You've heard of that saying, desperate times call for desperate measures. And I think that's why this is all happening with the crime rates. I could be wrong, but I mean, the proof is right there. It really is. So there's just so many things that, I mean, it's like the truth revealing its ugly head, that type of thing. And the crime statistics is one of them. It really is. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on with this new variant and stuff like that. But, I mean, we've been talking about this for how long? And, Tony Baloney can and talk all he wants, but for what? You know what I mean? I don't believe a word that comes out of that moron's mouth anyway. I mean, he's the one that told people to double mask it. And when I go to a store, I actually see people with double masks on. It's like, seriously, you believe him? But, you know, it, it's like, it's like, they're the Biden supporters, but I'll shut up now. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, man. I'm going to get in trouble. But anyway, but you know what I mean, But they're going to keep pushing this agenda with this new variant, right? With the Delta US Airways. Okay, you know why I'm saying it that way, right? But whether there is a new variant or there isn't, okay, I'm just putting this out there. I'm bringing it to you as it's presented to me, okay? And listen, just prepare for whatever may come our way, because we don't know. We really don't. And that's the scary thing. I hate not knowing. And I think that's why I prepare the way that I do. And even Sean, my husband, he's stepped aside and just said, just do what you need to do. because, you know, he's even said, like when I bought the generator, he even said, he looked at me and he goes, "Hon," he goes, "I think this is the best thing we've ever done." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you need to thank my subscribers." And he goes, "I can't thank them enough." I said, "Yeah, you think?" You know, and then the cover for the generator came in the mail yesterday. So we have that. Now I got to go get all the oil. I want to keep a good stock of the oil. And I want to go get more gas cans and get those filled up. But even for Andrew, even though he's at Camp Lejeune, you know, and I know that those guys are well taken care of, you know, all the Marines at base there at Camp Lejeune. You know, I talk to Andrew every single day. I know I'm rambling, but you guys ask for updates on Andrew all the time. And he's messaging me now, my kid. I sent him just another care package just the other day. I want to make sure. Now, I'm not going to send him cases of water. Can you imagine how heavy that package would be? But I'm sending him non-perishables. Extra things of toilet paper. Here you go. You know what I mean? I got to do what I got to do to make sure that my kid is stocked. I did it when he was living in his apartment. I'm sure going to do it while he's at Camp Lejeune. I know that they're well taken care of. I know that. But Marine mom over here has to still take care of her son. Just to know up here and in here that he's prepared. You know? And I was going to wait and, you know, say something, but I'm going to say it now. Andrew had the chance to come home. And he's not coming home because he's not allowed to leave base. He was given 96 hours, or no, sorry, not 36, 96 hours, 96 hours of liberty leave. And for a weekend. And he was told, "Sorry, you can't go." And he said, "Why?" They said, "Well, you didn't get the shot." So this is how they're going to push it, the military. And Andrew said, "Mom, I just want to come home. I just want to see you and Dad. I miss you." And I said, "I understand that, son." I said, "But it's not worth it." I said, "You'll be home in October. It'll go fast, I promise." I promise. So because my son is refusing to get that shot, he can't come home for a few days. This is how they're doing it. This is how they're going to stick it to you in the military. "Sorry, kid, you can't go home and see your parents until you get the shot." It kills me. It really does. I miss my son. My son misses me. And here, let's inject poison into your body so you can go see your parents. I told Andrew, I said, "Don't you dare. Don't you dare." All right, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping, and as always, fear less.